Welcome back to the TK Breezy channel. It looks like Dr. Allen has indeed dropped his statement. And for those who have not been keeping up with the Smash drama, I will try to paraphrase it super quickly before we read it. So basically what happened was Smash World Tour originally shut down. And there's still some questions around why Smash World Tour shut down. But the best way to describe the situation is basically, if a guy was standing in front of a door with a gun and he said, yeah, you can definitely walk out that door. Are you going to walk out that door? Probably not, right? Like that's pretty much the best way to put that situation, right? Like it's just because the language that was used in the Smash World Tour one was basically like Nintendo effectively shut us down, and then Gimmer and Apostle I think had said something to the extent of like it was told to us. I think either verb, like in verb or in wordage, but it wasn't on paper. And so now the community is kind of trying to figure out, did they shut down off of like a spook and they didn't need to shut down, or did they shut down to sabotage Panda, which would have been a wild move because that's a lot of money they're losing to do such. But in that aftermath, there was a lot of stuff that come out about Dr. Allen, who was the CEO of Panda, who is now no longer the CEO of Panda. If you read the first line, I am no longer the CEO of Panda. He also put a statement out that said that. But in the aftermath of all that, a lot of the pandas, including myself, have decided to resign because Panda's kind of it's a nuclear brand right now. And I think even without Allen being in it, it's still kind of hard to recover. And honestly, man, who knows? If there is a chance of recovery and redemption, because my contract's still up and like my contract's still on until the end of this year, then maybe I'll do something with that. But as of right now, most of the roster is left on the Smash side of things. It says Smash World Tour lied and BTS leadership put the community in jeopardy. So that's what he is deciding to tell us about in this statement, along with probably many other things. So today, we are going to go through the statement together because why not? Tell me what to think, please. Anyway, let us get into the statement. 32-minute read. Oh, you can listen to it?
My statement. I am no longer CEO of Panda.
Oh, that's neat. Anyway, I'm still going to read it though. I am no longer CEO of Panda. I will no longer wish to be part of the Smash community. I do not wish to return. Jeez, the community deserves the truth, and I'm not afraid to call out the names I have to. The private information of myself and members of Panda have been leaked online. This has gone too far. If there is anyone who is interested in purchasing my shares of Panda, please reach out to the company. Divesting is a complex process that takes time. All right, so he's legitimately on his way out. Like, at least from this statement, I'm just gonna say let's take everything as at face value right now, and then at the end of it, I will give you my actual thoughts because obviously I was a little closer to the explosion than a lot of people. So, anyway. This community was my life. A success is all I've ever wanted. I can sleep soundly at night knowing that I spent the last 9 years doing everything in my power to help not hurt those around me, but I cannot stand by while bad faith actors continue to poison the well and celebrate the destruction of what the Panda team has worked for years. If I can't do it, I trust the people asking me to do it. The incredible members of Panda and the greater Smash community who loves this more than lives themselves. The future is in your hand. Keep going. Woo! All right, well, at this point in time, I don't fucking trust anybody. And that really sucks to say right now. Just imagine. Just right at the end. By the way, fuck kid. What's it gonna take for us to do our own shit? Bro, I'm not a businessman, and that's the issue. That's the issue. I really wish I was a businessman. Hard to take this 32-pager seriously, but since I was called out, I'll respond on there. Here's me talking to Alan about how running to Nintendo and banging on doors about broadcast rights is potentially an existential threat to our entire scene. Cut off in the screenshot. Okay. Because we purchased the broadcast rights to Riptide Big House. Oh, okay. Okay. Both the tournaments selling broadcast rights and being like this for 8+ years. They have a problem with that now. It's been 100+ events with that. Well, I hope they don't. That'd be pretty catastrophic to every single event. I don't know what they're thinking right now, but yeah, if it could get rough in some situation. Well, I hope not. That'd be real bad. Okay. In the call that Allen threatened BTS multiple times, I reported these threats as the call was happening directly after to LD, my boss at the time. LD was not on the call, but was there as I typed the transcript of it in Slack. Here's a screenshot. To be clear, I do not yell or explode at Allen at all. He was extremely hostile. Oh, see, this is, it's just he said, she said. Like, we're never going to get this is only like who has the court. This only works with court of a public opinion now. Who has a better standing in the community is who's going to win the argument, basically. Like, and that's not how that works. You know what I mean? Anyway, to be clear, I did not yell or explode at all. He was extremely hostile and exhausted to talk to. In fact, part of the reason I left BTS to join Team Liquid in June was because I never wanted to deal with Allen or Panda again. I confided this to multiple people as I left. All right, buddy. One nigga made you quit your whole job? One nigga made me quit my job. So honestly, I'm in the same boat. I can't even chastise him. One nigga, you quit my fucking job too. So one thing happens in Panda, next thing you know, we're all shit, and I gotta leave. So y'all don't come at my neck for the rest of my life. Oh God. With the same nigga. Anyway, to be fair, my contract is still on. I've put my tweet was I had intentions to resign, and then after when I said I'll wait to see what happens. However, though, even if I decided to not resign, I don't think I would have stayed with Panda for a long time anyway, because everybody else that I wanted to work with is gone. So I'm not going to be in videos with Waddy or Coney or Vicky or, you know, any of them anymore. And that's the team that I signed on to. So like, yeah, I could go back and take the check, sure, but like at the end of the day, like everybody is kind of and made their decision. So, and I actually talked to KP about this. I was like, dude, if there's a chance for Panda redemption, I would love to help with that. But the more I think about it, I was just like, dude, like I just don't. It's hard to rebuild, bro. It's hard to rebuild. Anyway, Panda themselves issued a statement saying they regret Allen threatening BTS. Completely denies it happening here. They didn't say that's not what that statement said. It says, however, Panda Cup team does acknowledge and regret an interaction between Dr. Allen and Beyond the Summit, in which he spoke in a manner which did not reflect either guidance from Nintendo or our own standards. That's not lie, bro. It's not lie. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, moving forward. BTS refused to collaborate with Allen largely because of the context, not because of me. I simply reported the exact truth of the conversation, which LD and other BTS leaderships can verify happened right after the call with Allen in March. Counts the entire is also destroying a riddle with lies. It's difficult to respond. I don't even know where to start. The conversation transcript he posted with me is just not what happened. Full stop. Not even close. Seriously, what the fuck? Okay. To all Panda Global employees, I'm sorry this happened to you. For those that are departing, I hope you find good homes. If you don't deserve to have your careers and brand built and destroyed by one person. Yeah, I mean that's facts, but the truth is somewhere in the middle of this, and like I can't tell you where, but I'm not gonna double down on the everybody. Allen was you know some fucking mastermind sitting at his computer the whole time like. The Smash community will be mine. He wasn't the fucking mastermind, bro. What the, like, you know, just like from reading this, all I can definitely tell. I think the biggest thing I can tell is that Allen and Ken definitely do not like each other. The only thing that no. So what Allen said was that he was making a statement. What he put in what the statement was I had no idea. I did not know what was coming up with that. So Not the, you have room for another match. I know niggas is gonna say that, bro. Who trying to watch them box? Oh, here we go. We got something from LD2. Sick. The only time I've seen Hotbit yell at anyone the way Alan described is when he is Mafia in a literal game Mafia. It's possible for me to take anything Alan says seriously when faced with such an extreme claim that, as far as I can tell, nobody has corroborated. After reading Alan's blog and piecing it together with everything else I know, here's my TL on what happened. Alan sold a Smash circuit to Nintendo without actually getting buy-in from the vast majority of tentpole Smash events. By his own admission, Alan, a newcomer with no real relationship to most TIA, he said he's been in the community for 17 years. You see, now, I be wanting to respond, but if I respond right now, everyone thinks I'm a fucking panda shill when you just aren't making any sense. That's the issue for me. Oh, man. And also, he didn't say he was new to running events because, like, if you look, let's go back to the statement real quick, because he said he's been in almost every role in the Smash community. So, you know what I mean? Like, he literally said that. He says, I've been part of the Smash community since 2017. I said 17 years. That's wrong, but close, to be honest. Actually, it is 17. 15, something like, I don't know. I'm doing bad math right now. Regardless, 2007, I served as a volunteer moderator for the original boards, a backroom member helping discussion, rule sets, a TO, a commentator, an event organizer, a community leader, and many other roles over the years. Okay, so he's done some shit, is what I'm saying. Anyway, Alan has spent months positioning himself publicly and privately as the conduit to Nintendo. Then when the TOs didn't immediately sign in onto the Panda Cup, Alan started dropping vague comments about the dangers of the unlicensed and possibilities of shutdown. To say this behavior shouldn't be taken as threatening is either deliberately deceitful or shows the total lack of business acumen. Neither great traits in a guy who's telling you to give him the keys to your event and all of Smash based on trust and little else. Yeah, all right. I definitely get where they're coming from. And I'm like, right now, bro, when do we get to go back to playing the fucking game, bro? When do we get to go back to playing the fucking game, bro? Jesus Christ. I don't know what to think, because I don't know enough about Ken, right? To like make bold claims about Ken and his person. Because as of right now, I've had no bad interactions with Ken, and I've had no bad interactions with Alan, right? But I think so many other people got fucking like blasted in this crossfire. Yeah, I saw Martin saying he's staying with Panda, and good for him, bro. Like, I just seen so many people like get, blasted here, and it's just not great. I'm just thinking like, cause when I'm thinking of threats, when I'm thinking of threats, the way that they're levying these threats against Alan, they're making it sound like Alan walked in that meeting and said, verbatim, y'all sign with me or you'll never run a fucking tournament again, right? That's how they're saying it, right? And I think that there probably was some level of like Alan saying something to the intent of like, hey bro, like, with Nintendo, coming through and whatever, there could be an issue with like licensing and stuff. And I'm not exactly sure how like licensing works or unlicensed work go out, but there is potential that things could get shut down. And they were like, are you saying you're going to fucking shut us down? Now, on the other side of things, and I will talk about this from personal experience, I genuinely don't like the amount of stuff that has changed since we've been trying to get Nintendo's attention. And I can say that from someone who has worked with Nintendo and probably will never get a chance to work with them again. And this is why. I think I would have been a totally different brand and person if I wasn't trying to be Nintendo appropriate from like 25 to 30, right? Because I think about this all the time. I think there's a lot of shit that we may have potentially missed. That like I may have there's other opportunities I could have missed trying to be like Mr. Nintendo or whatever, right? And that shit fucking sucks. Because like, yeah, I mean, like, you know, all right, and this is the other thing is everyone thought I quit PM because like, oh, Nintendo and like blah blah blah. No, I quit PM because I didn't like 3.5 as much as 3.02, and then Smash 4 came out and I liked it. That was why I quit PM. The fact that I can't even like talk about the shit fucking sucks. Like I still have that shit on my computer. You know what I mean? Like you can't even fucking talk about it. So like, it just, I don't know. And I don't know, it sucks. And I think the other thing is too is that BTS has positioned itself to be like the way that looks is like you know how like the Smash community and almost specifically the melee side of things, you niggas hate money, and that's fine, right? Like y'all can hate money as much as you want, right? Okay, but don't be mad that somebody else wants to put value on their work, right? And so right now, all I see is Ken and BTS positioning themselves, or at least in that statement. Not now. I love BTS, but this is just what I see in this statement. Is them positioning themselves to be like, look at this, bro. We had a multi-million-dollar deal and turned it down. But the thing is, you didn't because you're BTS. You are big money. Like. You can't play the grassroots card as big money BTS. Like that doesn't work. You know what I mean? Y'all remember when Admiral Braharu, I think that was him, showed us his ad revenue thing, and it was like, yeah, man, I can't in good conscience run ads and you know to stop to stop my community or whatever the fuck. He was like, I don't want to hurt my community with the ads, and he showed us the thing, and it was like 150K for him to run like 12 minutes of or like 6 minutes of ads an hour, and everyone was like, dude, shut the fuck up and take that money. Like, like what are you talking about? What are you saying right now? Like, if you really want to like show people, or if you really want to do something with that, then take that money and funnel it back into your own community. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was gonna say. Like, take it and pay your mods. But yeah, he thought he was getting some sympathy points, and all he did was get quote retreated to the ground and say, nigga, shut up. So I think there's nothing wrong being anti-capitalism, but I also don't want to just fucking be broke all the time. I didn't work this long to continuously still not make money, right? Like, I did 7 years, you know, straight up free work, Xanadu's, driving to fucking events, not paying, not getting you know, money, not getting any of that shit, right? Once I start getting paid, I'm not going back to not being paid for the sake of niggas who aren't going to help my pockets. That's the other thing I don't like, is that everybody wants you to be just as broke as them. Because, and this is what I said about this earlier, you know, when I was talking about like, you know, I hope like people aren't like coming back on the pandas, because like some of these people aren't in the position to leave. Like some of these people are not in the position to leave. And niggas was talking about some, you can just find a job somewhere else. Jobs don't materialize out the air, bro. Like, that's not how that fucking works. And the other part is, I'm not going to stay broke for a couple of Twitter likes. Like, I'm not gonna stick it to the man, to Nintendo, for you niggas to never show up in my stream. Like, what? Yeah, bro, I peed on my copy of Ultimate. LOL, that's our GOAT. And then they immediately hit X and never ever talk to me again. Like, just what the fuck? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not losing my house and my livelihood for you now, niggas. Now, I'm not saying that I need to work directly with Nintendo. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. If I never get hired by Nintendo ever again, whatever. So, as a person who's not on Panda anymore, that sucks. And genuinely, as I said, it's less about leaving because of Alan, but it's more about leaving because almost everybody that I ever fucking I'm sorry for y'all who lost your money on that Panda controller, to be completely honest. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. I thought Nintendo shut that down, but I left like probably like 50% because of everybody else leaving, and that wasn't the team that I wanted to be a part of. But PG Stats was great. Panda's merch was good. Oh, all money was refunded? I don't want to hear shit about the Panda controller ever again. This whole time I've been sitting here thinking that you niggas never got y'all money back. And you niggas all got your... Shut the fuck up. Shut the absolute fuck up. What? Shut the fuck up, bro. The way Alan describes Ken's behavior is frankly insane, and he so clearly needs to paint that in particular as the reason these events have played out, while simultaneously I am in like 7 group chats where TOs still shoot the shit with tell him, should tell you a lot about who's mafia here. Okay, I was on the call. I remember I would follow Ken Chen into war. To be clear, are you saying you were on the call between Hotbit and Alan that they're arguing about as an unnamed person? Yes. Okay. Mikey has put a bit in that it was him. I was on vacation the past week and was not involved with Panda's first statement. However, it was written by members of the PR team and passed through 2 different PR firms. I can confirm that the statement below was about Alan raising his voice in a call with Ken and nothing else. The initial response being full of business speak and written with oversight definitely didn't help when the community became confused. I would like to clarify the wording here. Do you mean you confirm that he raised his voice in one meeting, or only mean, or you confirm that he raised his voice? I cannot confirm what happened in the meeting, only that Alan raising his voice and not remaining civil is what was being referred to, where the statement says he spoke in a manner that didn't reflect. Okay, so I was correct. And like, even if that's just one fucking thing, right? It's still just, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, there's a lot. I should probably close this video just so Nearred has a good point of reference to cut off. But anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on, man. We'll probably have even more updates because now that Alan's put his statement out, there's no way that there's not going to be another statement. I think I currently see right now that BTS is just, they're tweeting. Will there be more videos? Of course. Like, I can't not cover this shit. Like, what the fuck? Hello? Yeah, I mean, I'm literally still in the mix, in the thick of this shit. But Smash World Tour has to say something. Like, that's basically where we're at right now. Smash World Tour has to say something. Looks like VGBC, aka Smash World Tour, and Justin, at this time, the Smash World Tour owners, have responded to what Alan has been talking about. So we're gonna go through it as per usual. We always do. You know what I mean? That's what we do here on this channel. We go through it. So let us see what it says here. Official statement by Smash World Tour at 2:10 a.m. Pacific time. Can you niggas, can we start putting statements out in the middle of the day, bro? Like, what's up with that? Like, let's start with that, bro. Can we? This isn't on them. I'm just saying, bro. Can we really start putting some statements out in the middle of the day? Like, this is just Jesus. We are hopeful this is the last response needed now that all sides have spoken their piece. One thing we want to make clear at the outset: we do not condone any harassment or doxing of anyone. We 100% agree that Smash community is better than that. I don't believe the Smash community is better than that, but I do agree that we should not be condoning that. And the reason why I don't believe the Smash community is better than that is because this happens far too often, where people are getting death threats and shit like that. I don't believe they're better than that. However, I definitely don't. I'm glad we don't condone that. Anyway, that's just like the bare minimum thing to do. We will be quickly addressing the main parts of the statement addressed to Smash World Tour VG Bootcamp, as well as we know many accusations were thrown at others as well. We don't feel it's our place to respond on their behalf. That being said, many respected event organizers have corroborated our original statement, and more have come forward again while we are in the process of writing this one. Response to Dr. Allen's statement. Overall, we are incredibly disappointed at loose claims directed at us without evidence. Dr. Allen mentioned that he was not aware of most of our conversations with Nintendo all year, yet speculates on numerous topics regarding those conversations, including questioning why we would even pursue a license with Nintendo in the first place. The statement begins with a number of assertions made about a long-term plan or gambit, inferring that Smash World Tour Championship 2022 was never meant to occur, including, I've recently been informed that the main hotel in San Antonio listed in the Smash World Tour Discord did not have any pre-existing block or any expectation of large groups this weekend. There was no block canceled. It simply never existed. This allegation absolutely baffled us, as well as the implied overarching narrative that we may have been somehow planning to not ever run the championship. We could never have predicted Nintendo reaching out to us just 2 weeks before our event, the day before Thanksgiving, with both verbal and written notice that we can no longer operate without a license, especially after positive communication with Nintendo for almost 12 months to that point, as outlined in the detailed original statement here. And then they link to it. So, if you are reading this and you want to read it again, you can go. This was not something we could have planned for in the slightest. All of our efforts at the time were in the last minute planning stages of the tournament regarding the venue, hotel, dozens of players, flights, etc. Just yesterday, we received our final invoice and payment plan for our primary hotel block of hundreds of room nights that we are still responsible for. And then they take a picture of the invoice, which it's kind of hard to see right now. Yeah. So yeah, man, here are the wire transfer details we discussed. Please let us know when the wire has been issued so the hotel can notify the bank for proper processing. And then it has all the rooms, right? Okay. To be clear, we are losing significant sponsorship revenue tied to the 2022 Smash World Tour Championship, as well as absorbing massive sunk costs this year due to canceling the event. Not to mention the additional hundreds of thousands of dollars lost in sponsorship agreements for 2023, as well as multiple years of work poured into our Smash World Tour, especially in 2021. Especially the 2021 tour, which was a very challenging labor of love where we organized around 25 events due to COVID's effect on the in-person tournaments. Again, to clarify, there was no confusion. We had a year-long correspondence with Nintendo and knew our particular situation was very unique. We were reminded throughout the year that even if we could not get a license in time, we were building for the long-term future, and that's where the focus was. In our car with Nintendo the night before Thanksgiving, we asked if we could continue to operate both this year, the year's event, and 2023 without a license, with the same mutual understanding as before that we would not be shut down. We were told specifically that those times are over. We then received further confirmation in writing via email that both activities were in the same boat. We go into much greater detail on this topic in both our previous follow-up statements, including copy-pasting the written notice we received from Nintendo after the call. Here's the screenshot. Thank you for submitting a proposal and license application. It is Nintendo's expectation that the approved license must be secured in order to operate any commercial activity featuring Nintendo IP. It is also expected to secure such a license well in advance of any public announcement. After further review, we found that the Smash World Tour has not met these expectations around health and safety guidelines and has not adhered to our internal partner guidelines. Nintendo will not be able to grant license for the Smash World Tour Championship or any Smash World Tour activity in 2023. Best, that's you could just change that to anything. I wouldn't even put that best, Fuck y'all, whatever his name was. That's what it should have said, to be honest. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, to reiterate, we never claimed in any of our statement that Panda undermines Smash World Tour's relationship with Nintendo, but rather that Panda undermined our relationship with the tournament organizers, who were told repeatedly we'd be shut down soon, or at the latest shortly after we announced in March 2022. Multiple organizers specifically did not join the Smash World Tour this year due to these warnings. This is also the reason we brought this concern to Nintendo directly, and they said it would be addressed. Again, as mentioned in our original statement, multiple tournament organizers corroborated our claims, which is why we felt we could even come forward with it in the first place. Conclusion: Dr. Allen sums up his claims against the Smash World Tour as follows. Smash World Tour leadership organized and coordinated a lie about the circumstances surrounding the status of license agreement, making up a villain to blame it all on and come out as the heroes on top. Past and present BTS leadership choose to corroborate it publicly for unknown reasons, but definitely benefit from it as well. Truly, we're not even sure how to respond at this point. We have put almost 3 years into the Smash World Tour, and we are very proud of what we're building. It is devastating to see this to see even more damage done to the Smash community right before our eyes with a parting shot like this. Regardless of Dr. Allen's misinformed perspectives of the 2022 championship, he never addresses the entirety of the 2023 Smash World Tour being canceled or the issues VG Bootcamp is facing with their own individual events, which is Glitch and Double Down and all that shit. There are so many resources that have been irreversibly destroyed and so many who have been permanently hurt. It is incredibly frustrating that he will claim that all of that was one giant coordinated lie. We are struggling to even see the gain or win he repeatedly mentions. This has been awful for us, as well as the entire Smash community, which is why we have been continually urging change. We thank the community for taking the time to read all of these statements. Given all of you are likely exhausted as we are also incredibly grateful for all of the continued community support. We understood it was a significant risk for others to come forward to share their story and corroborate the truth. As in our previous statement, we will still stand by our request that Nintendo reconsider how it is currently proceeding with their relationship with the Smash community, as well as its partners, and to find a way to move forward as community Smash World Tour. So, they say that, well, honestly, it's not even they say. I think that what they say is absolutely facts, because okay, let's say that Smash World Tour did indeed do this whole we will garner the sympathy of the community. I have told you guys recently that the community does not support with money often, right? So whatever amount of money they're losing, they're not going to get back. Genuinely, it's going to be a lot of people saying stuff like, oh, we feel bad for them and all that shit. But then nothing changes, right? I'm still asked out of money. There's still going to be, I'm still got to figure out how to make that back. And yeah, I could be the hero of the community for sure, right? But at the end of the day, I'm still leveraging that off hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's not like, it just doesn't logically make sense to bet like that on this community or any community, to be completely honest. But I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird read. But that is the update that we got. So, all the parties have spoke except for I would say BTS, but I don't think BTS need to speak because of everybody else speaking for them, basically. And I'm not saying speaking for them like putting words in their mouths, but it's just been a lot of Twitter threads and other TOs corroborating what they've been saying. So therefore, I don't really feel like they need to speak. But if they decide to speak, we'll be here to read that too, man. I hope the best for everybody involved. I hope that Alan can go back to doing whatever he does without harm to his life and his family. I hope that VG Bootcamp can recoup their funds and continuously run events. And I hope that BTS can continually run their events as well for Smash. Because as I said, they don't really need Smash, but it's nice that they're around to support Smash. So, and I hope that the Smash community at the end of the day doesn't become the biggest loser in all of this, because genuinely, I just want to play the fucking game, bro. I just want to play the game. That's all. I want to play a game. I want to talk about the game. That's all I'm trying to do. So thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys on the next one, if there is a next one. And if there isn't a next one, I'll catch you on the next video, because we got a bunch of videos that we shot that I haven't been able to put out because we keep talking about this shit. So if you have any comments, leave them below. Obviously, you already know what time it is. I always be reading what y'all be saying. So definitely leave them below if you would like. And drop a follow and come over to the TK Breezy stream when I'm live, because we do a lot of cool stuff here. We hanging out and messing around. I'm about to play some Fortnite right now. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one though. Peace.